Hey, what's up, homies, and welcome back to Halloween month here at Alloy 7 Video. And look at these character designs, man. These are rough. Games look so much better now. I'm just still taken aback by how much games actually look better than games looked during this particular time. But we're playing Dead Island. One of the things I didn't cover in the first video that surprised me was actually the draw distance. This game's very foggy. A lot of just fog or I don't know, haze maybe is a better term for that. Wait, is the steering wheel? Is this one of these backwards countries? So where I came to for this particular episode is I'm trying to drive the truck, man. Is that okay with you? Where I came to in this particular episode is the island you start, the part of the island where you start off. So this is kind of the latter part of it. You make your way to this lighthouse and it's awesome, and there's all these other places you can explore, but you start off at the hotel. I was playing my original playthrough. I of course played as the black dude because I'm black, and that's not actually why. I think I picked him for his skills, maybe. I don't know. I don't typically like playing games as females because I'm not a girl. I don't like envisioning myself as one. It's not to say that I don't play games because there's girls in it as the main characters. My favorite game of all time is Metroid, so I guess my favorite game of all time is me playing as a girl. Oh, snap. Yeah, bust the window out. What's your name? Tyrone? I don't remember the dude's name. I don't remember anybody's name in this game, but I promised you guys last episode that at some point we'd cover my theory as to why black people have to die. And so for anybody out there that may be sensitive to issues of race and my particular brand of humor, understand that everything I'm getting ready to say, while it may have a hint of reality and truth in it, it's me joking around. So keep that in mind. I don't really think there's too many people that come on this channel that would get phased out by anything I'm about to say, but I figured I'd disclaim that in no way, shape, or form do I think what I'm about to say is actual, like empirical proof, as I said in the last video. But so why do black people in horror movies have to die first? And, I think a lot of people they ask it in a, well, why do the black people got to die first, man? Can we be the hero? And of course, there have been horror movies where the black guy doesn't die at all, or doesn't die first. But I think, in a very humorous way, the reason why they have to kill the black people off first is believability for black people who may end up watching this horror movie. So, one of the ongoing jokes is Eddie Murphy talked about this in his stand-up way back in the 80s. I was a child when he made it. I heard it when I got older. I didn't hear it when he first did the show. But one of the things Eddie Murphy said was, the difference between, white folks and black folks in horror movies is, black people hear like the and they're running. Like, that's a wrap. We're out. Anything weird and out of place, we're balling. Like, the minute we see, the creepy crawling freaking Jason Voorhees chasing people around with a knife, we out. We're not going to investigate like these horror movies where the house was telling people, get out. And they're like, well, we need to figure out what that is. Black people ain't figuring that out. Black people are gone, son. It's like, nope. We know whatever that is. We don't need to be involved in it. It's none of our business. We're just going to leave the house. We're going to heed the voice of the house when it said to get out, and we are going to get out. And so oftentimes, at least in the movies, I'm not going to say this is real life, but in the movies, white people would be investigating. Like, we need to go find out what's causing all these people on this island to die. We don't need to find that out. Let's just get off the island. Why? Who hired us? Are we some type of biochemist that we can understand why these zombies are walking around? No, we're not. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a weapon with 2 billion rounds, find a helicopter, and hopefully somebody that knows how to fly it, and we're balling out. It's simple as that. So the reason why the black people have to die first in horror movies is because black people are going to watch the movie, and if the black dude's like, we need to investigate why, these zombies are on the island, black people immediately, because, and one of the tropes of going to a theater in a black neighborhood is that black people yell at the screen. I actually have lived in neighborhoods where the theater specifically states that we allow people to yell at screens because there's a lot of black people that come here. They didn't say that part, but that's what they meant. And so if you're not cool with people yelling at the screen during the movie, you probably should go somewhere else, which was code for go to the movies in a white neighborhood. And I'm being serious about that. That's not a joke. Anyway, point being, black people would be in the theater like, no, dude, the black dude's not going to lead them to understand, we have to investigate the laboratory and why this is happening to people. No, we don't need to know why. We need to get food, water, weapons, and a way off the island. Like, is there a raft up in this joint? Like, get one of these boats, get the food, get on the water, ball out. And I know, if I remember correctly, if I go too far out there, it ends up drowning you or something like that. I actually don't know that for a fact, but this is kind of where the game starts you out. This is a little further into it. I don't think this is necessarily exactly where the game starts you, but I know it's not far from it. Like I was saying in the previous video, one of the things I do remember about this game is that I did indeed enjoy it quite a bit. There was a lot to be liked here. It has a slight clunkiness to it, but not in a way that really deters from the ultimate fun factor, which is why we play the games, at least why I play games in the first place. So if Dead Island is something you kind of skipped out on, for fear that it was whack or kind of wasn't something you'd want to play, it's got a lot of different elements. I mean, obviously it has the shooter elements, and granted, in the real game, you're not going to be able to run around. Like, if you play it for real, as I said in the previous video, just in case you're just tuning in, if you look at this M16 that I'm essentially carrying, oh, wait a minute, definitely want that because I can make more Molotov cocktails with it. If you look at the amount of ammunition I have in this M16, that it's clearly a modded weapon, but I don't remember how I got it. Apparently I must have played online with somebody who hooked me up with it, somebody who was modding weapons like the old Borderlands used to allow you to do. I remember that being a part of this game. I don't know if that's still a thing. I honestly don't even know if people still play this game online. I had to take it offline because I am no longer a member of Xbox Live Gold. I'm not an Xbox Live Gold person. So I had to change the settings when I tried to play this game at all, because it was like, you can't play with the online features turned on because you're not paying your bills. And I was like, well, that's, I guess, fine. I'm not giving you any more money, Xbox Live Gold, because I'm done with you. I've moved on to the PlayStation 4. But anyway, that's your boy Broadway Chambers' theory on why black people have to be the first ones to die in horror movies, because if they didn't, black people watching the movie would probably walk out of the theater, because it would not be believable if the black person was walking around doing the we need to investigate stuff that all the white people in the movies try to do. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut up. I think I'll pick another area for the next show, kind of just take you guys around. Again, whole purpose of this, we took a break from the Battlefield Fridays. That will be back in November. Rest assured, we're going to close out the year pretty strong. I had a couple of good matches. I record those shows in advance. I usually do record them on Friday for some level of authenticity. But it was more I wanted to do a Battlefield show, and so with my family and my business and the things that I do, trying to, schedule time to play on a Friday and actually upload it the same night just usually isn't going to happen in my situation. Is that dude still up? Oh, he's still up. Look at that. And so I record a little bit in advance, but I think you're going to come away with some pretty decent matches towards the end of my run. There's actually a handful of really bad ones too. Before I started filming this, I was finishing up the Battlefield Fridays, and I'm pretty sure it's not in the September part of the series. I'm pretty sure it's one of the November, so you shouldn't have already seen it by the time this airs. There's one Battlefield, and I debated, do I upload this video or not? Because and it wasn't just me, our team played so poorly. I think they finished us off. It was a match of rush, and I think they were able to finish us off in less than 5 minutes. It was bad. Anyway, friends, thank you for joining us for this Halloween month. Happy Halloween to you all as we get closer. Oh, the other reason why I chose to do this for Halloween month is because Halloween is actually on a Friday this year. So I figured, why not have a Friday show dedicated to Halloween on the Friday of Halloween? Anyway, peeps, I'm out. Catch you next time.